Back on the professional radio broadcast again, a fine young man, a fine gentleman, UCLA student, Southern California, and the youngest legitimately, professionally syndicated columnist in the country. It's Ben Shapiro. Hello, Ben.
Hi, Mr. Larson. How are you?
Let me introduce you to presidential candidate Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton, greetings.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing? How have you been?
I'm fine. Fine. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. The last time we talked with you was last year. You were in your office there in Harlem, and you were looking out the window with your binoculars to see if you could see into Bill Clinton's office, see if anything, fun was going on. Do you remember that? It's been a little while.
It's been a little while, but I would have remembered if I saw something wrong, so I must have not seen anything.
Al, I have to tell you that we have, before your call came through, we're talking with a young man by the name of Ben Shapiro. He's a 19-year-old UCLA student. He happens to be the youngest syndicated columnist in the country. And we try to hook him up with people. Last time he was on, we hooked him up with Dick Morris, just to help advance his career. And it's great that we're able to have the two of you on. Al Sharpton, say hello to Ben Shapiro.
Hello. Good morning, Ben.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Have you guys ever met or spoken before?
No, I haven't, and I'd like to just ask Mr. Sharpton exactly why he's not paying for the Swan and Browley case, and also why he incited riots against Jews in Crown Heights.
Oh, Ben, time out. Al, hang on. Ben, we've covered that ground with Reverend Al before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've done that. We have other questions, too.
I think, first of all, before you rush past that, if Ben's going to be a successful columnist, he ought to do better research, because, one, every state report said that I had nothing to do with the riots in Crown Heights. And secondly, the Tawana Brawley case, which I believed in, was paid many years ago by some of the most prestigious businessmen in New York that joined me in supporting it. So you might want to do better research, Ben.
Okay.
But, Ben, I give you credit. I mean, like Dick Morris said, jump right in, and you did that.
I think they're fair questions to ask, and I'm not sure I'm completely satisfied with the answer. So let me.
No, that's not true. If you say something that is incorrect, that's not fair. The riots in Crown Heights happened before I was called in by the family. So, you see, the risk you run of doing that, Ben, is that someone can sue you because by saying someone inside a riot is accusing them of a crime. And if they didn't do it, and clearly everyone clearly states that was not done by me, in fact, they're sentencing the guy today that killed Yankee Rosenbaum in New York. You got to be very careful to not use misinformation and then call it fair. That's not fair.
Ben Shapiro, any final question for Al Sharpton?
No, I'd just like to let Mr. Sharpton know that two things. Number one, if I were a Democrat, I'd vote for him. And number two, if he wants to sue me, he can go right ahead and take the $5 I have in my bar mitzvah money in my bank account.
Well, I tell you what, I don't want to do that, and I would appreciate if you had voted for me. But I think dialogue is good, and I'm very happy as the youngest one running on the Democratic slate right now, I was able to have a back and forth with the youngest columnist in the country. That's what America's all about.
I appreciate it, Mr. Sharpton.